Today, gagawa tayo ng beef stew. But before we go on to the ingredients, let me first explain to you yung mga equipment naman na gagamitin natin. First off, we are going to sear the meat. Say searing the meat, it only means na itotosta natin yung labas ng meat. Hindi pa natin siya lulutuin hanggang sa gitna. Yung pag-brown sa labas, yun yung mas nagpapasarap pa doon sa finished product. Cast iron pans like these, yun yung pinaka-popular for searing meat. And this is actually very good. They last forever and pwede mo siyang gamitin for other things like baking. I prefer an enameled cast iron pan kasi mas madali siyang linisin and mas madali rin siyang i-store. You don't need to cure it, you don't need to put oil on it when you put it away, so it's easier to maintain than yung typical cast iron pan. And yes, hinahawakan ko siya for the whole time. And mabigat sila. The next equipment that we will need is a heavy bottom pot, like this. Hindi siya kailangan branded, pero kailangan mabigat siya. That's because you want the heat to evenly distribute in the vessel while you're cooking. Number 1, you can use the lowest setting on your stove as possible, and that saves you gas. Number 2, it allows you to cook your food low and slow to get the best flavor. So okay na tayo sa equipment. Let's start on with the vegetables. I have about 1 kilo of meat and I'm going to use 4 potatoes and 2 medium carrots. So you just cut the carrots on the diagonal. This is a very rustic stew, guys. Don't need to stress over it. As for the potatoes, just cut them in about 1-inch cubes. Cut the bell peppers into squares like these. This is one of my grandmother's recipes and I will make it exactly as ginagawa niya before. With a cast iron pan, you always want to preheat it. Don't preheat it empty, especially if it's an enameled cast iron pan kasi magka-crack yung enamel. This is our meat. We're just going to add some salt on it. When you're searing the meat, don't try to kind of jostle it around. Ganyan-ganyan. Just leave it be for about 2 to 3 minutes. Pag tostado na yung ilalim niyan, it will just naturally come off by itself. Ayan. As you can see, mabilis na lang siyang nag-come off from the pan pag tostado na yung ilalim. That's the kind of browning that we want to see on our meat. Now we're going to do the other side. Okay na to, I'm going to take this out and set it aside. Yung style ng grandmother ko, with the remaining oil in the pan, ilalagay niya yung potatoes and carrots to fry slightly. Yan. So, we've lightly fried our veggies and nag-sear na tayo ng meat. Now we're just sauteing the onions. You might wonder why I put in the onions and the garlic together. Garlic burns very easily, but when you leave it this big, it's just crushed and not minced or chopped. It actually can stand up to the heat. Now we're going to put some beef broth. Yes, you can use store-bought beef broth, but ako yung ginagamit ko lang is yung beef cube that I dilute in some water. That's how my grandmother did it and that's how I always do it. Kung meron kayong problema, sulatan nyo siya. To clean up yung parang brown bits sa ilalim ng pan kasi yan ang nagpapasarap. Okay, step 2. Papalambutin na natin yung beef. Ilalagay natin yung veggies sa pot. Ilalagay natin yung beef sa pot. pieces ng meat nung nagre-rest siya. Ang walang kamatayang Filipinong style tomato sauce. Lastly, ilalagay natin yung broth. When my grandmother made this, hindi siya maglalagay ng kahit anong spices. Actually, yung mga herbs and spices like oregano and mga rosemary, hindi naman talaga yan uso during our grandparents' time eh. But feel free to use kung gusto nyo. For me, I just like the nostalgic taste of Filipino style tomato sauce and beef and yung mga root vegetables. Okay. Actually, hindi siya completely exactly 100% the same. Meron lang isang addition kasi inuubos ko yung supply ko na nasa ref, and that is green olives. Yun lang talaga, guys. Right now, this is on medium-high heat. And pag mag-start na siyang kumulo-kulo ganyan, lower the heat to the lowest possible setting you can put it on. Leave the stew for about 2 hours on super low heat and then check every 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, i-check natin siya. Kakamustahin natin siya. Kamusta ka na, beef stew? Claim ng grandmother ko kung bakit niya piniprito una yung potatoes is para hindi daw siya madurog. We're going to cover this again and then check back in another 30 minutes. Parang masyado ko na yatang ina-own yung tita. Pati yung boyfriend ko, tita na yung tawag sa akin. By the way, guys, if you have a pressure cooker, you can use that as well. Siguro mga 45 minutes. For me, what I really prefer is to put it in the oven for 1 to 1.5 hours at about 150 degrees Celsius. Our stew is almost done. So, ilalagay na natin yung mga dilatang vegetables. So, yan. Ilagay na natin yung ating olives and mushrooms. I just put in the red and green bell peppers. And in about 15 minutes, this is ready. And that's it! Isa-serve na lang natin to. You can serve this over pasta or because we're Filipinos, over rice. Pero dahil hindi kami magra-rice. There you have it, folks! So nostalgic.